Alright, welcome back to one more Clan War game. I didn't catch this one from the start, but it's only turn 1 still. So let's see what we have. It's Unicorn against Crane. It's the Tanukis against No Pineapple on Pizza. The Tanukis being the Unicorn, I think. Leenath against Hamertron. It looks like Gunso got a Border Rider, that's nice. Meanwhile, Crane has a really good start as well, a Brash and a Dazzling. There was a Yasamura as well, but he got assassinated. Steward for shame to win the conflict. And used firing to honor the Brash, so he can defend with both of them and still be honored. Okay, so it's just we just missed one attack. Good. Let's find out if this Border Rider can accomplish anything. It doesn't look great. We only have one Fate left and nothing staying on board for next turn, so I guess the Yasamura had some Fate on it. Yeah, he was played with one and got immediately assassinated. Crane being first player, so. And Crane then played the Steward of Law because these bigger military guys want to defend, not attack. The Rich Frog making it safe to attack. So the Border Rider hits Shameful. Leenath just pass. Yeah, I guess this turn is a loss, but what about after that? We see new name to the skies. Okay. I think this Crane deck is Take Up Command. Judging by the Brash Samurai and Dazzling. And also the fact that Jason told me earlier today that he plays Take Up Command. So he pays one Fate for the disguise, but he gets a ready out of it, so it seems fine. I'm still not sure if I would do that play though, because these 3 rings are almost useless. You're already getting favor. He can destroy the City of the Rich Frog, which I guess it's something. It limits the flips that Unicorn will get. But it also means that you lost your safe province to attack. So I'm not sure, but I can respect it. No defender, Talisman of the Sun. Okay. Probably going to Upholding. It doesn't work if you Talisman to Endless Plains, so hopefully he doesn't do that. Talisman only for 1 turn because this Border Rider is leaving. Oh, it's Feast or Famine. Okay. Keeper of Fire with Feast or Famine. So I guess this Border Rider is not leaving after all. Instead, this Dazzling will get killed. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I guess after all, this attack was not so good. There was just no reason to attack. Like, he had the Brash and a Dazzling staying for next turn. Nothing on the Unicorn side. It would have been great. But got a little bit greedy, wanted to get a break. Probably didn't think about the Talisman into Feast or Famine play. So now he's lost the Dazzling. And the Border Rider stays. It's only 2-1 still, but it can ready itself. It's definitely something. We see Narishma and a new Dazzling, that's pretty good. Missed Kageu trigger? No, it was a military conflict. He did political first with the Stuart, so nothing missed there. Agunso finds Yasamura again, back from the dead. I suppose he was not assassinated to death, he was just incapacitated. Or maybe his brother got assassinated or something and he had to go home for the funeral. Narishma just won. And the border rider with one, probably without seeing the list, I would guess that both of them are on 2 assassinate, so. Oh yeah, Yasamura is one of Alton Sarnai's children, so he has lots of siblings, right? Doesn't she have like several husbands and many children? Or not that many, I'm not sure. The Dazzling does get 2 fate though, okay. There is voice for assassinate anyway, so I guess he just wanted to keep 1 fate for maybe a Tessin. So, do you just attack with everyone if you're Unicorn, or do you leave anything behind? You have 2 readies on the border riders anyway. There could be another assassinate on the one with Fate, but 1 is gone already, so there's a good chance that it doesn't have the second one. Even if you go with everyone, that's only 7. Yeah, I don't know. Always attack everything. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good rule of thumb if you're playing the Unicorn. I always attack not enough when I'm trying to play them. And it looks like we are doing attack everything. I agree. And Void seems good as well. So who do we cover? Is it just Kageu because he's a 5? I guess so. Finds Upholding. Probably just have to use an ambusher. So now Crane can defend for 5 or not. It'll be 6 with favor, 8 if he gets honored. I think I would defend it. Because letting the Upholding Authority break is actually not that tempting against ambushers. I think it's way better to defend than just duel immediately. Maybe even bid 2 so that the Void Ring stays here, you can attack Void. I guess Earth is also fine. Oh, everyone's disconnecting. Let's hope it's a hiccup and not a crash. Both have been happening a little bit these days. Uh-oh. Well, let's take this time to find a list in case the game is still alive. That's one, and Leenath's. So it's Lion Splash. Ooh, 2 hand-to-hand. That's quite uncommon, I think. Only 2 war camps, not 3. 2 strength in numbers, 1 ready for battle. And the rest is pretty normal, I think. It looks like a lot of unicorns are not playing Fine Katana anymore. I don't understand this. It gives military skill, so I think I would rather have Fine Katana than hand-to-hand myself, but I haven't tested it, so I'm probably wrong. And then Jason's one is also Lion Splash, also 2 war camps, and 3 take-up command. 1 rival, not great for this matchup. 2 gossips, good. So the war camps can discard each other. It's limit 1 battlefield per province. You can still play them though if there's one on it, and it will just keep the newest one. So as soon as someone plays a war camp, then the other player can destroy it with their own war camp, and then they have a war camp. Oh. Let's see, are we back? Yes. My game is frozen apparently, so let's see what happened. He found the second assassinate. Yeah, nothing before that. Then Shinjo Ambusher, obviously. And nothing else. So the upholding breaks. We see Spoils of War. Discard a Censure. Use HMT. And Void and Urishima. Yeah, okay. So both assassinate gone now. That could be useful later. I don't think I would have let this break myself, but maybe it's fine. Now he has to attack something new. That will probably be bad for him. Kigeyo was hit by Yasumura. He can't defend anyway, so just attack. Goes to upholding this time with the talisman. Yeah, this talisman really working out, I think. He got a Feast or Famine, and now he'll get an upholding instead of having his Rich Frog broken. Wonder why he didn't assassinate the talisman one? Yeah, the other one did have a fate on it, and it's not dishonored, so I guess it's greed for the fate mainly. Normally you try to assassinate things that have as much fate as possible. So this turn, after his upholding authority, it could be totally safe to play a cavalry reserves or join the fray. So reserves could get the regulars and the vanguard, or a border rider and 2 gunsos. So I guess the 5 and 1 is what you would go for, right? Join the fray might be better though, you can get this Chagatai. Let's see, discard 2 copies of Voice of Honor, wow. That's brave to attack like that when you have 2 voice, I think. We'll have Chags in the bin. Well, it's up to Crane, right? They can choose to discard it or not. So they can choose whether they want him available for Join the Fray or want him available for cavalry reserves. I guess in this case it's better to discard because he can get a pretty good reserves anyway with the regulars. And now join the fray is useless. And the one extra that you can get, like the 2-0 from reserves, doesn't really matter. Tessen on Yasumura, so he can cover it again. We might be getting somewhere as Unicorn. Maybe. Let's see, what else is there? New name, Court Games, Tessen for shame, War Camp, an Ornate Fan, and a Take Up Command. So you're supposed to cover the Dazzling with 2 Fate, because then if he plays Take Up Command it has to go into 0 Fate guy. Oh, he wants to cover this actually? I don't know about that. Maybe I'm missing something, but that seems not good at all to me. I guess the plan is go water and then he can be bowed after, but now it's just going to be Take Up Command, bring him in, right? Maybe he has those hand to hand. Yeah, exactly, Oscar, that must be it. But still, he will just... He's trading down a little bit because this Tesson will be gone. I don't know. It's I would still go water, I think, because you don't want Crane to get it. But I think I would just go for the Dazzling, and with water you can always just ready this Ambusher. It's one glory if nothing else. Also the Border Ride is not attacking, so maybe if you were gonna go water you could not use the action yet, and then use water for that. Finds Pilgrimage, so it's Secret Void. You have to expect the reserves now, right? So Hamertron can block, can duel to 5, then 8 comes in from the reserves, and it's breaking. You don't want to be the first one to play this War Camp, right? Because if your opponent also has one, then yours gets discarded and they keep it. Maybe it's going to assassinate this. You know there's no voice anyway, so kind of might as well. Let's see how many there are in the Unicorn deck. Only one assassinate, but he could still have it. So we see the duel, so Crane cannot claim the Water Ring. I don't think they're going to win this conflict anyway. There's the reserves. Yep. That was going to happen. So now what? You need 2 to stop it breaking. So he could play New Name and For Shame. It could be worth it. Then this Tea House is also active in case there's a Curved Blade or whatever. There's Take Up Command. Do we see hand to hand? Or is it an Nourishment coming in for 3? Nope, just a pass. So I think in the end, it was preferable to cover differently, right? Nothing happened so far that you didn't expect. Leenath plays Bonsai to go over again. Uses it twice, otherwise it would also be breaking, but then the new name would stop it. There's new name. Now what though? Like the only thing it has that can stop this break is oh, I guess for shame can do it actually. Tessin can do it, or makeshift war camp. So 3 cards. Let's see which one he wants to play. Maybe now he plays the hand-to-hand? And then if the Tessin gets discarded, then you also discard the take-up command? So it'll just trade for a new name, most likely. That would be pretty good, I think. Because then the for shame cannot be played. No, Leenath pass, and then for shame on Chagatai, of course, he has 2 glory. Gets Dishonored. What else does Unicorn have? He must have something in those 7 cards. Yeah, it's a Curse Blade, okay. Playing it on Yasamura, interesting. Yeah, just gets dehoused, of course. Does he have anything else? Strength in numbers to send home Nerishma. Okay. Wait, he has another take-up command? What? Oh, he did the Earth Ring after we saw the hand, didn't he? Yeah, it was Earth, so he got another take-up command. Imagine if he had the Assassinate now. That would be so good. But I don't think he has it. He would have probably used it instead of the Strength in numbers. Oh, Leenath has the pass. That's so painful. The one card he didn't see did give him a military buff. I feel like both the Covert and the Send Home should have been on this Dazzling though. Because then, to do the same thing, both of the take-up command would have to be on this Zero Fate guy. I understand wanting to Water Ring this afterwards, but I think it's just too greedy. And he got punished for it pretty hard. He wouldn't have been able to get the break anyway. So, but at least these 2 take-up command would be leaving play. And now having broken provinces is actually a problem because you have 3 of them. Which means Crane can just go political on your stronghold. I guess you flip it with Khan Sordu, but still, you'll have to defend. I wonder why this border rider didn't join on the attack. She's ready anyway, and he only needed 1 more skill, so it would have made a difference actually. That's what went wrong. He didn't attack with everyone. Okay, so Leenath wins air, gets to honor, whatever. I guess he figured out the whole hand and realized that he wouldn't need the border rider as long as the earth draw was irrelevant. But it was not irrelevant, so there you go. There's a papers. That's pretty good. Who do you bow? Probably the 3 cost. No, it goes for the dazzling. Okay. It is 1 more stat, and it has the take up commands, but it can be readied by take up command as well. So, or by a Tessin. You see, cautious scout with 1. Wow, that's an old card. I thought he would be in the binder from now on, but apparently not yet. I wonder if there's any formal invitation. Then he could go with just a scout, flip the Ordu, and then formal invitation in. It would be stopped by captive audience, but then the scout's attacking for 2 at least. "4-4, interesting. They're both on 5 honor, not willing to risk going down to 1. Fair enough. So now a Tessin or a take-up command would be really sick for Hamertron. And Leenath needs basically him not to have that, and then defend his stronghold somehow. And then he can attack, then he can maybe have it join the fray for Chagatai and attack 3 times with him. Yeah, you're right. It would be the 3rd take-up command, but it would only be the 2nd Tessin, so there's definitely a chance. How many talismans does Leenath have? Good question. 2, actually, so he could have the second one. I'm pretty sure there is one left. Yeah, there is one left. That would help. The tea house can only works on attachments that are on participating characters, so you just play it outside the conflict, move it to this province. Probably shameful. No, it can't be shameful. It must be the air one that flips the province. Border fortress, I think. Does go with the scout. Oh, it's driven by courage on the stronghold actually. So, oh yeah, this is the feast or famine is fire, of course. So there is no Khan Sordu. I wonder if Jason realized that. Like, why not just go 5 political on here? And then you can use your Kageo at some point. But okay, this is also an attack that Leenath has to take seriously. He can't just no block pass. Could easily be a bonsai or a take up command. And it's water anyway. Well, the water can ready the dazzling, right? This kind of means that he doesn't have take up command, I think. Leenath still in 2019, yeah, playing 2 talismans. Well, it works this time if he has it. So we defend for 3, then pass. We see Wave the Crane for +1. So this way, if Crane wins the conflict, they can ready the dazzling, and that will be really good for the political attack. Yeah, Leenath just passed, so nothing left. So now you'll have to stop 6 plus 5 is 11 political. Oh no, spoke too soon. There's a bonsai actually trying to go over. He only needs 5. And the driven by courage can't be used this conflict because of the cautious scout, so 5 would do it. Maybe bonsai and katana or something. Oh, censure on bonsai instead, so still 3-3. And still passing. Dirty Deeds almost dropped 1 next talisman before submitting. Yeah, Tanuki really does mess it up. I guess it's also not that good against calling in favors. Okay, so we see a Curved Blade before the conflict. He must be planning to attack then, and playing several because he doesn't want it T-housed. Yeah, against calling in favors you can only play it if they're breaking your stronghold basically and you have nothing else. Yeah, you also trade against Let Go a lot. Yeah. I can see playing 0. But 1 it seems also fine. Oh, there's a gossip now. What's he gonna say? Join the fray? Or cavalry reserves? Or Talisman of the Sun, yeah. Well, if Leenath does have the Talisman, then he definitely should have played it earlier. And I think if you're Crane, then the right thing to do would be like first action in the conflict phase, play the gossip. I think that would be a little bit cleaner, but he probably figured out that at this point, if there's no talisman, he wins no matter what. Captive Audience doesn't really do anything. These characters both have balanced stats. So I guess the best bet is you just attack with Tetsuko, try to kill the dojo, and use an event to bring in Chagatai, hope he stays ready. Then you can block for 3 at least. Or 6 if there's a captive. That could be enough in theory. It would be 7 with a favor against 11 of the Crane characters, so. Jason does not defend. And pass. You still have to bring in Chagatai, right? Otherwise he just can't defend at all. Yeah, there's Join the Fray. No voice, didn't find the third one. So good choice to not defend for sure. He gets keepers for defense? Oh yeah, that's possible. That it is firing actually, yeah. So triple keeper. That's not nothing. And the firing honors Chagatai as well. So now he actually has 8 political skill. Probably still need captive audience, but there is a chance. Is there any Unleash the Djinn? Let's look. Yes, there's 2 actually. He would go to only 2 honor, but he's getting 1 from Chagatai, so I think 2 is more than enough. And it's actually dangerous for Crane, right? If they don't break on this attack, and they attack with both, then Chagatai could just rumble in and break 2 provinces. Because he did get the HMT trigger already. Political for 11, okay. This is it. Can still bring the scout with the stake of command, but it's only 1 politic. It would be 3 military if it is swapped. Maybe he's slow rolling the voice. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's better to not have this Chagatai exist than to cancel any other event. Right, you could cancel a captive, so then it stays political, but it's only 11 to 10 this way, so he could still have it. You're right, but I think it would have been better to just cancel the Join the Fray. What else can he have? He can like court games for 1 skill on those keepers. Or just play Ornate Fans, yeah. 2 Ornate Fans takes him to breaking. Ornate Fans in court games is not yet breaking, I don't think. No, 13 to 9. Anything else? Second Ornate Fan. Okay, so now he's 6 over. Does Leenath have anything? We need Captive Audience or Unleash the Djinn. I think that's it. I think that's the only cards he can play to not die. Any character would only be 1 political, so that wouldn't do it. He does play a character, huh? Still breaking though. Maybe he's playing Unleash the Djinn and he wants to be super sure that he has more skill? Or is he just showing that he has one more? Super dangerous play though, I think, by Crane, because he's so close to losing this. Like if there's a Djinn or there's a... No, actually he's fine. I was thinking this Chagatai would be ready, but he won't be, of course. He will just bow on defense. Yeah, GG. Nothing left. Cool. Nice game. I think in the end it was really that Border Rider not attacking that was too greedy. No, he did not forget to activate the province. He did it a while ago on Chagatai. That's how he got the 10. Somewhere. Yeah, here, turn by courage. Has Warcamp Katana and 1 from Kageu. Yeah. The thing is, nothing would be ready out of this, and the Tetsuko would get voided as well. So even if it didn't break, Crane would be fine, I think. You would be going to next turn with a lot of board against just these keeper initiates. I'll just say GG. I'm just seeing if there's another game. I'm not sure if I want to stream another though. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Jason got me Kamari points. Nice. He's in my Kamari team. Oh, Gossip Talisman surprised him. Maybe he had it in his hand. That would be unfortunate. Alright, there's one more game, so let's stream it. I'm getting a little bit tired, but let's do it anyway. So I'll just stop and start the stream real fast. See you in a second.